was that?
That's good.
It's a Minnesota clap.
Strong clap.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We learned that. They make you learn that to leave the state. So I'll do something greasy and you do something slimy.
Okay.
Does that work?
That's perfect.
Neither one of us wants to play lead.
All right.
That's gentleman jam.
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
just a total appreciation
Yeah,
for.
you know, that's respect. Greetings, friends and neighbors. Here in lovely. Do you know how to say Mike
Machnerkirchen? No, something like that.
That's where we are. It's in Germany. We're at GetCon 2018, and I am here with a man I've been waiting a very long time to be anywhere with, Andy Martin.
Hey there. Thank you.
Anyway, it's great to see you.
Yeah, I can't believe we've never done anything together over these 10 years.
Where did you live all of the, you don't live in Chicago now, you still live on
Still
the West Coast.
Yeah, Portland, Oregon, and yeah.
What's the address people may want to know?
It's 5
Right.
hour. Yeah.
So we've always been literally polar opposites.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm southeast, you're northwest.
Yeah. Well, I'm
glad
it's happening now.
We had to go halfway around the world.
Yeah.
People have wanted to see us together for a long time. This is like a dream date.
Yeah. So
for me.
Eat it up.
Yeah, that's right. You've been doing this a long time, not unlike myself.
Yeah, actually, I always tell people
possibly longer.
I tell people that there was only a few guys doing this when I started out, and that was Zvex and Gearmanndude.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's hard for me to believe because I know that when I first started doing it, I was, finding recommendations from other people, from comments,
Oh, right.
You need to do it like this. You're doing it all wrong. Right. I like what you're doing, but it's terrible.
Yeah. I didn't mention that I would use yours as a blueprint to what not to do.
What not to do, yes. I use it as a blueprint, what not to do too. But unfortunately, I have to still do it. Oh, man. So, you play out at home? Do you play out in bands and stuff?
I don't really, the demo gig really takes care of that itch to play guitar because there's a guitar in my hand every day of the week. And
that was why I started doing it.
Yeah.
I had children and, well, actually my wife had children, but I was part of it.
Yeah.
And I stopped playing in bands. So I needed something to kind of still get my rocks off, for lack of a better term, and had a crate full of old pedals I'd collected over the years, and just thought, I'll make these videos. Nobody's gonna watch them. It's something for me. I'm in this, I'm doing the 2 a.m. feeding. We have twins, so I didn't get to miss many feedings or diaper changes or anything. But I was always in charge of the 2 a.m. feeding. So instead of go to bed, I'd go in the studio and do all this stuff.
Oh, okay.
Sit there. Since I wasn't breastfeeding at the time, I'd have a few beers, and I'm having a ball. You have to be kind of crazy to do what we do because you're literally talking to yourself.
Yeah, and that's a funny thing. You and people always ask for bloopers, and I always say I'd have to be insane to sit there and laugh at my own mistakes or jokes. I'd have to have a split personality.
I have blooper reels out there. There's a lot of swearing, and a lot of. You learn a lot about yourself watching that.
Yeah.
Every time I make a mistake, for some reason I'm going, flurb.
Yeah.
What does that mean? What is that? Where does that come from? But it's
Yeah. Well, there is swearing, but I don't really I don't consider that a blooper. I think a blooper is like, you're intended to do something and you screw up royally and something funny about it, Yeah. I don't think people want to see me just swearing just because I messed up a take or something.
They do. They totally do. and so many other reasons too.
Right.
So I'm trying to think. Obviously, Pro Guitar Shop started it all with you, and then now with Reverb, do you have to change a whole lot of your format? I do like the new set, by the way.
Yeah, a set was a cool thing because
I'm very envious of something like
that. Yeah, and it's kind of I just threw it together, really. I mean, as soon as the R came into play, I think that tied it, like the rug, it tied the room together. But yeah, it was nice having some depth, and I hear both sides. Like, there's no distractions with just a black or red curtain, but also I'm a human, and people want to see like just people playing, musicians playing in a bedroom, and
see their hands.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, and that's what it was. It was an extra bedroom. That's the only thing I had to change is I started working from home. So there's a little bit of getting used to that and being a little bit better at my time management, and
When you were at PGS, did you have an editor, audio guy that kind of did that, or you?
No, I mean, there was a period where I did have some help editing, but it started off as just me in the vocal booth where the amp was. And which was a bad idea, but yeah, and it's just because I had an editing background. I went to film school, and so luckily I had but there was a Jamie was he was a writer for Tone Report, and so he's an audio engineer, so he hooked me up with what to get, and that was from the get-go. That was kind of like what we were saying. We were looking at earlier demo formats and what to do, what not to do, and he hooked me up with that ribbon mic. He said you got to get the Royer R121, and you got to get a decent interface and a tube preamp. And
you like the R121? Do you?
I do. Before that I hadn't used the ribbon mic.
And, I have one and I use it, but I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm so blessed to have been given that.
Yeah.
But I find you have to put a dynamic in with it.
It does. It kind of rolls stuff off. It's not as in your face. I think that's why they always say to use a Shure 57 and the Royer.
Yeah.
But I've been kind of using it in conjunction lately with that aux. So I actually, and because it is a digital sort of emulator, I find you have a lot more high frequencies. So that's where I'll grab all the bite.
That's
and,
a good,
and then the Royer is such a nice natural sound, and it picks up on both sides of the mic,
and it looks really cool.
And
remember those Guitar Magazine ads with like the rap producers, and they're like they've got cigars. I just remember seeing the ad thinking, I have no idea what that is, but I
need one. Yeah,
I want that. That's how it really works. It's advertising. It's all image based, like us.
Which is
if
why
we weren't as good looking as we are. You think anybody want anything to do with us? No way. Anybody can play guitar. Everybody plays. You can throw a rock literally here at GetCon out the door and hit a great guitar player.
Absolutely, yeah.
Not just here, the New York Central Station. Everywhere you can throw a rock, hit a great guitar player, but not great-looking men who are comfortable in their own skin, like us. Let's see. I have some other questions for you. We'll see how you do. Somewhat of the lightning round.
Okay.
Questions like, what's your favorite color?
Green.
It's actually wrong. But,
okay.
But that's okay. You had to, you didn't have much time to answer.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't get to
Sun
study
or
up.
moon?
Ooh, sun.
That is correct. See, now we're back. We're back. Okay. There is a horrible plane crash, and every single person on board is killed. However, 2 people survive. How?
Ooh, this is probably one of your trick questions, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's not mine. It is a trick question. I'm not
okay.
I'm hardly clever enough to memorize them.
2 people survived. The people that found the crash plane?
No, they were on the plane. Every single person on board is killed. However, 2 people survive. How can that be? How is that possible?
I'm gonna feel really stupid when I don't get this one.
You won't feel stupid.
Okay.
I feel stupid for asking it. The answer is, anyone want to guess? Anyone?
No.
Were they murderers?
No, they're married. Every single person on board is killed. However, okay, this is the last one. And then after this, we're going to actually look at pedals because I'm sure people want to know about that. But I think they've wanted to see the coffee talk. With the tools. And I'm sorry I dominated it. We have another opportunity this week.
No, yeah.
Now you know what to do. You can feel free to just let me have it.
Okay.
You want to see a bumbling? Well, you already are seeing that. This is the last one, and I will warn you, it is a trick question.
Okay.
It's a good one.
All right.
You walk into a dark room. You have matches. There is a oil lamp, a pile of gasoline-soaked rags, and a stack of dry newspapers. What do you light first?
The matches?
Yes, the matches! Yes! You're the only person that's gotten that.
Thank you.
Genius!
Yeah.
Wow. I have to get a new question.
Yeah.
That was great.
Thank you. Makes up for that one about Mount Everest, our last talk.
That is a good one. I'm telling you, that's how unprepared I am. Like just looking, I'm looking up, what are good things to ask people? Oh, look at these trick questions. Great. So,
nice.
Guitar, that's what brings us all here.
Yeah. Effects,
pedals, amps. I'm sure, I want to ask you this question as well because I'm curious. I get, obviously, 95% of the stuff that I get from manufacturers is pedals.
Yeah.
I want amps. I want guitars. I
mean,
that's what I really love.
I
haven't changed my pedal board literally in, I don't know.
I think we're kind of in the same,
maybe,
same thought.
I like everything.
Yeah.
I love, like we were talking, there's a lot of crazy gizmos out there now. That, it makes me wish I was writing soundtrack stuff for like my kids' video games.
Yeah.
Because I hear stuff in there, I'm like, wow, that is wicked.
Yeah.
That is not an instrument making that noise. That is something different, alien technology. But yes, so I'm always doing pedals, and people think that I'm just this pedal nut, which I am.
Yeah.
But not only that, and I wondered if you're the same.
I am exactly the same.
I'd love to do something besides a delay pedal sometimes. Not that we don't love and appreciate the opportunity that we're given, and don't think that I'm saying that I'm not liking it. I love it. Keep saying it.
It's funny because I think we're kind of old school and we grew up just kind of guitar into amp and maybe a effects box or two, but we appreciate the technology that's out, and but I think it's just in our DNA just to kind of go old school once in a while, but I think it's cool because it pushes me when I see something like a bit crusher or ring mod or something that I'm forced to create something that or it just kind of forces me to listen to stuff I haven't really thought about before. Like I mean, we all listen to Devo's Whip It, but I never listened to the rest of the album, and so I hear that they use ring mod all over the place. So it's like that's really mind expanding, and so it sent me in different directions, especially some of these. We get stuff that takes us out of our comfort zone as far as genres go. Like I never played Mastodon before I started working,
Right.
And they're awesome,
and it's great.
Yeah.
Riff masters.
Yeah. And like totally. I was always like, I can never really get into heavy stuff.
Yeah.
And, that's the cool thing about pedals. The amps are always kind of be there waiting for us. And,
right. True.
So and so I don't know. I don't know about you, but when I get something that I have no idea how to use, I'll just forget trying to play covers.
Right. And you have to make up. Let's make it musical.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is a musical pedal. I mean, don't get me wrong or get us wrong. I'm not saying that a bit crusher isn't musical. I'm just saying as semi-old, medium school guys, middle school guys, it's hard to make it musical sometimes.
Yeah.
So let's do that right now, actually.
Okay.
We have a Red Panda. We have the new Tensor, but we also have the bitmap, and we could we had forced to make something funky and cool.
Yeah, I was talking to Andy here. I was talking to the other Andy here from Red Panda, and I already demoed the Tensor for reverb, and that was it's just kind of come up. You'll see me doing something else with Andy on another GetCon video, but it's come up kind of more than once because it's one of those things that just pops out as the it's a prime example of something that when you get it, you're like, what do I do with this thing? So the main thing I think, with the Tensor is that it slows down like a virtual, like tape deck. So, you got, So you could instantly end a song like that.
Yes.
Or
every song.
Or when you walk into a room, it's kind of like, everyone looks around and no.
You say, excuse me, sorry.
But so that's just, that's, that in itself is pretty unique, and I don't think I've seen something that does that. But there's all this other pitch stuff, and in the demo that I did for Reverb again, it turned into a whammy as soon as I figued out that the expression pedal.
I was just about to ask that.
Yeah, so see if I remember these settings. So that's 2 octaves up. So, and then you're you could get old school with it too, because play that song.
Yeah, I never learned it past that.
Yeah.
I think there's a minor in there.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we'll figure that out at some
we'll
point.
Learn that later.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, it is very much a pitch shifting sort of unit. Using it with the expression pedal, of course, opens up all of the world.
Yeah.
What if you aren't using an expression pedal? How would you utilize that in?
Well, I think there's momentary switching involved. So.
Actually, I bet you can control that as well.
Yeah. So there's.
Yes.
So you can get crazy with that. I mean, and that's. Something in time, you could kind of just play with it almost like a tap tempo. But I don't know. Do you ever deal with? And then we could jump over to something like bitmap. That's where you talk about.
We must.
You talk about.
We only have 5 minutes.
Oh, awesome! Yeah.
It may take that long to make the bitmap. Slow down to our level.
But the video game stuff is like when I was at Tone Report, there's a guy Nick that was there, and he is the ultimate video game fan. He would put on songs that instead of just a soundtrack in the background, he'd put on soundtracks to video games.
No way.
Yeah. So there's people
this
out
is
there.
An adult.
Yeah. I think he is.
Nick, what's wrong with you, man?
Hey, Nick. No. But it's just this stuff like opens up. And this is why I think people like what we do, is because we're not closed-minded to just at least giving it a shot and playing it. And,
that's when you get sometimes, I don't know if it happens to you, where you get like a whole crate of a manufacturer's items.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing thing to get in the mail. I always go to the freak out pedals first.
Oh yeah,
because I've done all the other stuff. Like, I want to do something that just melts my fragile eggshell mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this.
Yeah. Well, let's see what we do here. I don't even.
Yeah.
Yeah, A, B, up, down.
I was getting there. Oh, that's cool, actually.
Yeah.
See, right there.
So
now, that's cool.
Yeah, I think I always go like towards arpeggios because that seems to be sort of the video game thing. Yeah, I don't know.
That would be fun work to get into. Have you ever done any of that, like soundscape recording stuff like that?
For video games or anything?
No, just for anything.
Oh.
Tell a bit like fishing programs.
I'd like to. I think I want to get take some of these backing tracks that I've been creating for demos. Start doing more with those. Yeah, exactly. So
there's tons of work for people out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you do it, but you've certainly got the connections.
Yeah.
You should totally just say, here's the catalog, and it's available. And they might call you in 6 months and go, oh yeah, we put it in this this bowling show, and here's a check.
And it's big in Germany.
14 grand or something,
Yeah.
You're like, maybe I should do that for you.
I think so.
What would be my cut?
Yeah.
Management cut, 15%.
Yeah, I think 15's fair. Yeah.
Let me get some paperwork drawn up.
All right.
You can't imagine how tickled I am that you are here.
Oh, it's been a pleasure, man.
Man, I love it. I'm sorry that we didn't play. We should tell a little bit about what we're using. I have not been playing a lovely guitar from Supro, which is very handsome. It's called a Huntington. And they said named for the town that it's made in.
Or is it Hampton?
And I said,
Hampton.
nope, this one's I promise you. And I said West Virginia, and they said no, Long Island. So apparently there's a Huntington, Long Island.
Okay.
I swear it's Huntington. If it's not, I don't know. It is. What have you got?
I've never played any Framus till I came here, and actually just went through the tour, which was amazing.
It is fun.
The precision and the CNCs are still very. It's still very artful, and it actually produces an instrument that is. I mean, it's the mojo's still in there.
The stuff's cool.
Yeah.
It's really great, and not just because they're having us here as their guests.
Yeah.
I've left with the same exact thought last year. I was like, wow, those guitars are incredible. I wonder if they'd give me one.
Yeah.
You know what? They won't.
It's hard to.
Well, they're very expensive. I mean, because I would see Framus, when they first started leaking into the States, the reissue stuff.
Right.
It wasn't very expensive. It was a lower line of.
And I think I even demoed a Framus. It was I want to say a Hollywood model or something. Yeah. It was a little more retro looking.
It weighed 500 pounds.
No, it was. I think it might have even been like a chambered kind of thing.
Really, really heavy, and it was cool.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought I was coming. I didn't know anything about the brand because there wasn't a dealer in my town. I just didn't know other than, David Bowie played a 12-string Framus.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Well.
We could just
cool
keep
experience.
going.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to come in.
Okay, man.
I'll see you.
We'll do some more stuff. We'll see you out there.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.